morning on this Wednesday, 14th of September at 8:45. We are about to take ourselves a nice little jolly from Strensham Services to Cinderford. We've done from Cinderford onward, but we've not done this one because I've so I'm going to do this today, being as though I've got the opportunity. You might as well, hadn't I? That'll do. That will do nicely. Let's turn these on. Must put on widescreen. Widescreen is a must. And then we can set the cameras up so that you guys can enjoy the ride along with me. And as usual, I will blabber on about some bollocks more than likely. Because you know that I am a master of blabbering on about bollocks. Sometimes though, it can get interesting. It just depends how long you stay with me. Because don't forget, these drive-alongs are not for 5 minutes, these are for quite a while. So, you know, anyway, we'll carry on regardless, no matter what. Just remember that today's my last day. I'm off on Thursday, Friday, and I'm off on Monday, Tuesday. So, you know, but I will probably do something that I've recorded before, and you know what I mean. So, there we are. Let's go and put you on anyway. Let's go and put you on. Yep, get your put on and then we can get on our way, can't we? Get out the frigging road. Get out of this cacao. Ooh, that'll look very clever. Well, this battery's just dropped down to 2 already. That's no good. What size is that for this side? I might swap you around. Then again, what's the point? You're duff, you're dead, you're done. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Can't believe that. I've had my camera on charge and the bloody thing is almost flat. Oh, I've got to get some. That's one thing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get myself some new frigging batteries. My cameras, I think. New batteries. I mean, I've just wasted 10 minutes there, but these ones don't matter. Good grief. What was that? And away we go. La-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. Ooh, the sun has got his hat on, hip-hip-hip-hooray. The sun has got his hat on and is coming out to play. He didn't play yesterday afternoon though when I was up the road on my bike. I got fucking drowned. I was like a soggy wet rat, honestly, it was terrible. Anyway, welcome drive along fans. Yes, it's going to be another one of those epic adventures as we take a little ride from, like I just said, Strensham Services all the way to Cinderford. Yes, I thought it'd be about time I did this one, don't you? Well, you know, it's got to be done. I've had to swap the cameras round on the back. There's a bit of a break in the recording because I had to do that fanning about and what have you, but the one that was going to go on the right, the battery was on 2 bars, and that's freaking thing's been on charge. I don't get it. And so I've swapped them around. So I put that one on this side on the left because you don't really see a fat lot on the left, and then I've got the right one, which is a bit more charging. That one. I am definitely going to have to go and bite the bullet and spend oodles of money on 2 new batteries for the back, plus the battery packs that you can get for it. I've got to do it. End of. Because I'm so fucking sick to death of putting the cameras on and them lasting literally half an hour. And those batteries ain't that old. That's the beauty of it. It's just the wank. The lasting capability is total shit. I mean, if there was some sort of way that I could fabribodge sort of like a socket off the back lights of the trailer itself, so there was power, right, and I could then put a little thing on, and I'd do that. You know what I mean? I would definitely do that. I'd do some sort of fabricanaging, and I'd say that would be something. It really would. It'd definitely be something. I don't think that'd be an idea, actually. You know, I think that'd work. I really do. I think that'd really work. Right now, I'm gonna catch up this dude. Talk about catching up, right? I picked this vehicle up this morning from it being serviced, right? And they've sped it up. Well, at least it appears to have been sped up, because normally these vehicles sit at around about 13,500. That's 1,350 revolutions per minute, right? The RPM. Whereas now it's actually on 1,400, which is like woo, and it's doing 55 miles an hour, not 53. How about that? So I've gained 2 miles an hour. Whee! You might not think that's a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, that's fucking awesome. Trust me. It really is. Anywho, we're just going to take ourselves a nice little jolly down there. It's dry. The clouds have the rain clouds have buggered off. That is, when it was touch and go. I was thinking to myself, we're going to have all that today, are we? No. Weather report says awesome stuff. Well, we had some thunder and lightning yesterday. Did you catch any of that? By the way, yesterday meaning that it was the 13th. It's the 14th today, just in case you forgot. So you'll see this probably in the next few days. But hey, whatever. But it was thunder and lightning, and I'm like, oh, that's it then. I need to work in my car tomorrow. I'm thinking, and no, it was lovely. It was a bit damp and it was a bit wet, and the road was flooded, which is round the corner from us. That was still got three-quarters of the whole road was covered, and this big puddle. But I managed to get around that, so that wasn't a bother. But yeah, on my bike again. When I dropped the vehicle off that was going in for service this morning, I asked the guy in there. I said to him, I says, we've got a couple of vehicles that they've got weird steering. And I says, there's one that I've brought in before, which is JZM. I says that it wanders all over the road. It's like erratic steering. And I explained to him, I says, like, imagine a straight piece of road, not a straight motorway. It'll drift off to the left. So then you want to, naturally, you pull the steering wheel round to the right. I mean, in this case, you'd pull it down, but you pull it round to the right to pull yourself back straight again. But it still ain't doing it, and you're pulling a bit more. These are only micro movements, but you're still moving the wheel down and down, and then all of a sudden it'll kick over. So then you've got to try and pull it back in, and you go to this. But this is a micro movement thing that's happening, and you're constantly having to correct the steering. And he went, "Oh no, we haven't been told about that." I think, well, obviously not. I'm telling you now. I'm thinking. Anyway, he did say that. He says, strange about that, you know. He says we've took a few vehicles in with that, and we've removed the kingpins, replaced them, done this, that, and the other, and we still can't figure it out. I'm like, well, that makes sense. And he says there's an 8-wheeler that got in there, rigid, which I guarantee has got twin drive, twin steer, right? So he says this thing, you get to an island and you turn around the island to the right. You can let go of the steering wheel and it'll just keep going round and round and round and round and round and round. It won't straighten up. It just stays there. And I'm like, oh, that can't be right. He says, no, it ain't. It's baffling us. So it's not something that's unique to just our vehicles or the units of such. It's happening through the fleet, if you like, through all sorts of shapes and sizes of the man truck, which is wank, isn't it, when you think about it? It really is proper cack. Today's off a bit now. The sun's bogged off. I mean, imagine that, eh? There you are, mind your own business, and all of a sudden the steering just doesn't want to play. It's like, no, I don't want to. But you got to, no, don't want to. But you must, no. I've told you, I'm not playing. You're fucking screwed then, ain't you? Especially if you want to go around the bend and it fucking wants to go straight on. I mean, what the hell? It's no good, that is it? No good at all. Absolutely no good at all. It's naff. Naffaroony. But these things happen. Unless it's a Volvo, but that's beside the point, is it? I mean, you pay for what you get, don't you? That's what I say. I will say this much though. As a vehicle for doing my lovely little drive-alongs for you guys, it is the best one. I can't argue there. I just wish it'd be better. But then again, in saying that though, I'm only going on what I actually drive. If I was in the position where I'd be lucky enough to go to Mantra and go, could I purchase the top of the range version of one of them you've got? Please, thank you very much, gladly. And oh, can you also do a few little tweaks to it as well before I pick it up? What would that be, Mr. Walton? I'll say, well, that would be, first of all, can you get rid of the fucking red light district? That's the first thing I want gone. What do you mean? I said, well, when you're driving down the motorway and you got that red light shining down, I feel like I'm going to have to show my bits through the window, and I don't really want to be doing that because I get done. Okay, so stick a switch on that for me, would you? Along with the ones that are in the fucking footwell as well, because I don't really want to be looking at my feet all day, especially at night time when I'm driving in the night, whatever. Anywho, with that in mind, is there any way we can make it do the right speed? That'll be nice as well. What do you mean? Well, it's not actually freaking doing, well, this one's doing all right now. It's doing 55 miles an hour. It says 55 miles an hour on the clock, 55 miles an hour on my sat nav, which is actually doing a bit of a teetering between 55 and 56. How about that? It's nice. You feel like you're achieving something when things do what they're supposed to do. That's what I look at it, right? So there you have it. Anywho, yeah, because of these vehicles being not the top of the range, they're probably either in the middle or somewhere there anyway, I imagine. I mean, I don't even know if they do a top of the range version. I don't know if this is just it. I just don't know. I mean, is there any extras that a top of the range one of these would actually have? I don't know. But it would be nice to find out, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, I am not in a position to do that, so tough. We have to put up with what we got, unfortunately. I am given a vehicle in the morning. It's either going to be a reasonable one, or it'll be a naff one. It'll either be one that fucking decides to wander all over the road, or it won't be. This one isn't too bad. It has got a little bit of a drift, but not as bad as that other frigging stupid thing. That's just nuts. So this one's not too bad. You might think, well, why are you whinging? What's the problem? Well, like I mentioned before, in a couple of videos ago, if you're having to constantly concentrate on where the vehicle's being thrown, right, it's taxing. Where realistically you should be able to just relax, look at where you're going, not at the position you're in, because it should already be in the position anyway, and not have to keep constantly moving this constantly, doing that constantly, because that's just, no, it does wear you down. It really does. You might not think it, but it does, because you're having to constantly use that all the while, and the brain pan does use up a lot of energy. Oh yes. A bit like mine. Mine's constantly wearing me out all the flipping time, mine is. Yeah, I think I'm kidding. I ain't. Oh dear. I jumped on the scales this morning. Oh, that was scary. I'm losing control, guys. I'm losing control. I really am. I've got to sort it out though. I've jumped up £4. It's not good now. So while these days are off that I'm having, tomorrow and Friday and the weekend and blah blah, I know I've got hospital and doctors and dentists and shit like that through it, but before I do that though, I can always do other things, can't I? And I'm going to try to keep myself occupied and stop shoveling shit down my frigging neck. It's just not on. I ain't having it. It's just not on. No, it's wank. Proper wank. So I've got to try and get rid of at least half a stone. If I can get rid of the £8, that'll be nice. I could live with that. See, I've got to try and convince myself. This is how I do it. So I've got to try and convince myself is that if you keep getting any bigger, Jace, you ain't gonna fit in your fucking bike stuff, and you look like a proper fucking Michelin man if you try that. Oh no. So yes, starting from today, I'm going to curb it. I've got my water. I have had my breakfast wrap. I've got the mental idea of what I've had, and yeah. So onward and upward. I look at it like this, right? This is it. If I can push myself and not have anything to eat till late, and then go to bed regardless to whether I'm hungry or not, just go to fucking bed, sleep, wake up the next day, then that's a day done. Then the day's gone and you're on a new day. So that's how I was doing it before. But I have been losing my way, and it's I'll tell you for why. It's because I'm getting bored. That's what it is. I'm getting bored of the same food all the time. And for some unknown reason, my usual, which is the me chicken slices and me rice and wrap that I normally do, they've been letting me down. I've been having them, and it's like I'm like, nah. I've had enough of them. Fuck me, I haven't I? Good grief. I've got to admit, it's a combination between the sliced chicken and the microwave ricey things, because oh shit, I've just missed my junction. Have I missed my junction? I thought it was the other one. Ah, wank! I thought that was 10. Ah, well. Darn, blast it. It looks like I'm going to have to get up the other one. Never mind. It does say get off at junction 11A. I'm going to go all the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Well, I don't fucking know. You never know, might be another way around it. Could be. Anywho, who cares? I'm finding that the rice just isn't tasting the same as it was, and I'm chewing on things that don't feel natural. And I've binned them off. I've gone back onto my fucking tuna and couscous and my pasta pots. But I'm like looking at them thinking, and they're easy. They are as easy as arseholes. And I'm looking at them thinking, oh, I can't be doing that. But I don't know why, and it's really getting on my wick, because I don't want to be doing this shit. I want to be able to have me snap, enjoy it, and then now that I'm not having too much, and I'm going to be losing my weight back again, but I don't know what it is. I mean, here, the other day, I had a pizza, right? And to justify spending the money on the pizza, right? This is how fucking crazy I can get, right? I'd had this 50% off voucher if you spend 20 quid, and I'm like, well, if a pizza's only $17.99, how's that going to work? Because if it's only on pizza based only, how's that work? And then I realised that, well, if you add shit, so it goes over 20 quid, that's how it triggers it. And I'm like, well, that's easy enough done then. So yeah, and that was the way I justified having a pizza the other day, and I'm like, you're insane. You ain't right in the head. I remember the junction this time. So yeah, and as much as I really enjoyed it, because you just can't beat dipping them doughy things with pepperoni into the Frankie's hot sauce. I mean, that is the tits, man. It's that hot, it makes the back of your neck sweat. It's great. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I know. I have got this fascination with hot and spicy. And I don't know what that is or what that's all about. I really have. I really do like hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. Aye. I've got a great big fly in my cab. Where's he come from? Now he's either gone or he's stuck down the corner here somewhere. I hope he's gone, because I don't really want that thing flying around the cab. It's like a big blue bottle. What do they call them? Blue bottles, is it? Bottle fly, whatever, I don't know. He was bloody big anyway. Like a frigging Chinook flying around the frigging cab. Don't want that. Right, I've got to make my way down here. I've got to do a complete 180 and come back. And I think my sat-nav's going to direct me up through that way. So I'm going to end up in the reasonably the same vicinity, because let's face it, it ain't that far between 11 and 11A anyway, is it really? It just means I've got to do this awkward bit. Which means, yes, ladies and jelly spoons, I'm wasting battery power and time on the back. What a cockhead. Do apologise, but there's not a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. I got caught up. And besides, here is another prime example of what you do when you make a mistake. You just carry on and find a way around it without pissing people off. Diverted traffic. Do not follow your twat nav, because it won't take you the right way. It will knacker you up all roads. It will knacker you up all roads. You want to look at some bushes? Looking at the bushes. It's like, yes, look at the bushes. Look at the road, look at the bushes, look at the road, look at the bushes. Oh, yesterday, right, there I am, minding my own business. I'm driving back from wherever it was, and again, a cyclist, where was he then? I think there was somewhere it's close round by us, I'm sure it was. Oh, where was he? Yeah, in Cannock, on the orbital, there's like it's a newish road. It's not brand new, but it's newish, and they've got a cycle path on there and all sorts, right? And this guy he's adamant that he's not having any of it, right? He's too fucking good for the cycle path, this fucking pillock is. So of course he's blocking the road off. I'm thinking, what is it with these cyclists, eh? If they want us to like cyclists, why can't they abide by the shit that's put in front of them, eh? Or provided for them? What is it with these idiots? Are they determined to be a bunch of idiots and morons and arrogant fuckers, and like, oh, I'm too good to ride on a fucking psychopath? You know what I mean? Fucking bellends. Anyway, yeah, so we had that issue, and I'm thinking, they've got to do it. Eventually they have got to do it. They've got to bring out this sort of thing where there's a law that says, if there's a cycle path, you must use it or you get fined. Simple as. Because he was blocking the road off. Simple. I mean, he's got a fucking huge piece of tarmac to play with. It was lovely. It's all brand new. And yet now, all these fucking happy on the road, him. Arse box. Whatever. I really hope that this load is going to be still standing upright by the time I'll get to it. I will be pissed off if it's not. I'm going to go straight on ish, so I'll stay here. I will stay in this lane here. Nice and steady. Around we go. See? It's easy peasy when you do it right. We're going down here, are we? We're going down here. We are going down here. I know that some of you out there might think I keep going on about it, but they whinge enough about, you know, at us and whoever else is on the road, you know, they do whinge enough about that. So, and besides, when you've experienced the CPC and the cycle thing, and you have a good old giggle at it, and what they are trying to you know, teach you about cyclists, and I'm like, no. When, for argument's sake, they try and put you into situations around complicated or very busy islands, you know, the big ones with multiple junctions off them, or the really wide ones, you know, and they want you to go and cycle around it, and like, there's a perfectly good fucking footpath there, which is a lot safer. You know what I mean? Now I might, yeah, I know I might be, you know, a bit whingish about it, but wouldn't you rather be in the safe zone for a little bit longer than, you know, chancing the fact that you're going to be weaving in and out all this traffic going around islands and what have you, and knowing the way that people drive, it's like you might as well ride around with a fucking suicide vest on, you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Absolutely insane. But why? Why do it? I mean, sometimes it does make you wonder about the rules, if you like, and why that some of these rules are still in action, if you like. They're still part of our daily thing, even though things progress and move on, and we've still got these antiquated rules and laws and whatever. It's nuts. Why can't they progress with the way that society progresses? I don't know. Yep. Typical British. Well, while we are traversing this little road called the A40, yes, this is the A40. It's a lovely little bit of road, this is. It will start to get a little bit more complicated as we go up the road, but that's where the fun becomes, where it's much more interesting. Dual carriageway is fine, motorways are, but country lanes are the tits. Hence, I don't mind doing these kind of runs. No. There is one particular run that I would love to have a go at, and that's Shobden. Oh yes, Shobden. One that we used to do when we used to take the insulation. Oh, fucking! I was so hoping to get that one done, but unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen. Not now, anyway. No. Not at all. Keep on trucking, keep on driving. Remember this bit, do you? We're getting there, aren't we? See? One little fuck up and it soon resolves itself. There's no hassle, doesn't matter. It didn't even increase the drive time, to be fair. I'm still going to get there on time, so it makes no difference to me. And if I'm there late, who cares? I don't care. I've been there early before now, and they're gone, well, we're not going to turn you away, so we're going to tip you anyway. I'm like, super duper, pooper scooper. And what I'll do while I'm while I'm being done, I'm going to shove them back cameras back on charge again. And I don't get why they're just poor, piss poor. And what I might do is that one, I'm going to swap for this one. Oh, wow. Who here? Or what I might do instead is just, yeah, I'll swap the batteries round instead. That's the easy alternative, because then that would mean the Duff battery can be on permanent charge, and the good battery that's being charged now can go in that. That's a good idea, isn't it? Oh, that's very clever. Oh, I am a smart man. I am just too smart for me own good. What? Hey, you asked for this fucking craziness. What do you want? Behave. Slowing down to 50 miles an hour. And if we stick the cruise control on just for a titty bit before we get to the island, it just means I can relax. Do you know I'm having problems with my knees? I'm having problems with this elbow. Good grief, my neck, my throat. Oh, I'm falling apart. Oh, damn. I feel like a rusty tin man. It's no good, is it? No. Never mind. I think I've got tennis elbow. I'll have to move over, and yes, Jace, you have to move over. Why is that? Because the arrow says permanent left. I got that right this time, didn't I? I do surprise myself sometimes, you know. I really do. Now, I know that this is a little bit of a jolly. We should be there in roughly around about 30 minutes or so, maybe 35-ish, depending on how much time we have to hang around these bloody islands. And like I say, when you got bellends like that there, who ain't reading the signs, who wanted to cut in front of me because I'm a big truck and he's an idiot, well, you know. Why? That's what I'd like to know. Why? I moved over, right? I really did. I moved over. But clotted fuckbag up there decided that, oh no, he's too good to fucking obey the rules of the road. Fuck that. It might say left, but I want to go straight on. Fuck him. Don't matter. He's a lorry. I can out-accelerate him anyway. It's not the principle. Basically, you're going on me. I'm the one who's doing it right, you're the one who's doing it fucking wrong. See what I mean, boy? Cheaters always win. Fucks me off. Fucks me off no end. It's true. When they say that freaking crime don't pay, they're lying out their arseholes. They really are. Sort of a different analogy, mind you, but hey, whatever. But, you know, they're cheating, right? They are literally breaking the rules, because it is a designated turn into the left. And if they did end up having an accident, like they clip somebody or what have you, and the person who they hit was smart enough to go, yeah, can you bring the police down? There's a fucking bellend here who's just hit me car. Alright, then we'll be in a minute. And then explain what happened. They go, ha, hello, sunshine. Buck, wang. You know what I mean? Simple. You just can't talk to them because they think they're better than everybody else. These are supposed to be the intelligent lark, you know what I mean? And they fucking dildos. You're a platted prick, it's the end of it. No more. Done. Rant over. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's nice. Looking at the island in front, I've got to go straight on. Why? Because I'm heading for Ross. On why? Or should I say, because I'm heading for Ross. That's why. I can't help myself. I just can't. No. Not at all. I'm excited because it's my last day today. That's what it is. That's the be all and end all of it. You know what I mean? What do you expect? I didn't really want to be chonking down here like this, mind you. This is a bit of a fucking ball ache, isn't it? Again, wasting me fucking battery power. That's why I want to get those packs, so I can wang them on the back and I ain't got to worry about it too much, am I? Because at least I'm going to have a couple of hours, even when they're starting to get a little bit older. Because when these get older, it seems to like last freaking 5 minutes. Oh, I can't win! Mother! Oh. That's not bad, is it? We can have a nice slow turtle past this little bit. Have a look, just see what you think. Would you say it's picturesque? A bit murky? I don't know, maybe. Could be, couldn't it? Yeah. What do you think? Is it what you'd think? Is it proper? Don't forget, right, because it's going to be a nice hot day today, right, all the moisture out of the ground and the plants and what have you, the dew and all that sort of shit is still rising. It's creeping up into the atmosphere. It's why you've got that, whether you can tell or not. Oh look, we've got a river here in Elba as well. How about that? You can see the haze in the air still. It ain't quite burnt it off yet. Which could end up, if we're lucky, that certain parts of the fields and what have you may still have that layer. But I don't think it's cold enough for that though. I know it might seem soft, but in the mornings when it's got a nice bit of chill to it, but it's 20 degrees already, and what we're on freaking 9:30, 20 degrees, it's nuts. You know when you see that layer of mist, because it has to be a certain type of temperature, it has to be cooler to create that lovely blanket of mist across the fields, and you can see like trees poking up through in odd places, like, you know. I think it just looks awesome, especially when you've got a lovely blue sky in the background and the sun's coming out. You've got that picture in your head now, have you? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's great. Now then, I ain't seen any arrows yet, so I'll just hang on here a minute. We've got a straight on there, but they may change either way, so I'm going to have to hang it back just a titty bit, because there is a possibility that might be a to the left, like that other one was, but I can't remember. I was doing that this morning. Is it? Come on, give me an arrow. Give me an arrow. Yes, no. Oh, it's a straight. That'll do. I'll stay here then. Not knowing, needed information, knew where the information was, so I waited to find it, to give myself enough time to manoeuvre if it didn't. And we're off. Beautifully executed that was. Absolutely awesome. Awesome of awesomeness. And here we go, past the bridge. Check that out. I love that. That is the tits. Absolutely brilliant. You cannot beat that bridge. It is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's got some aesthetics to it, you know what I mean? It has this kind of an old look to it, if that's the right term to use. It's got a bit of character. That's what I was after. A bit of character, you know what I mean? Things with character, you know, it sets them apart. We've gone past that again. Oh dear, I think we did that last time, didn't we? Yeah. It's like the cows have got a marquee. It just makes me laugh, that does. Sorry, but well, it does. It makes me smile. Just shows that the farmer's actually treating his animals with a lot of respect. That's what I think. Oh dear. Right then, as we go around here, keeping an eye on these lot, but these are only pedestrian crossings, aren't they? So we haven't got to worry about too much. Unless, obviously, if there's people standing there. That's something you have to think about. When people are standing there, you have to think, well, have they pressed the button? More than likely. Well, it ain't changed just yet. Well, that's because it's counting down its little timer. Because you go, then internally it's going. And it changes. You know what I mean? It does, honestly. Can we go? Yeah, we can go. We can go. We can go. I've got to admit, right, even though I have said it before, but I'm just loving it. I love this drive, it's great. I really do. I don't know what it is about driving in country lanes, I just don't know. It just makes you smile. There's that. Apart from when that happens, that's just fucking cack. And what happens, Jace? Fucking tractors in the fucking way. Boo! But hopefully he'll be teeing off sometime soon, so that won't be a matter. We won't be following that all the way up there. I friggin' hope not. Else that will put an absolute damper on the day. But there's driving down country lanes, plus there's also the other type of driving as well, which is driving when you can see the seaside, right? Which tends to be on either dual carriageways or main roads of some sort. And I love that. I love to be able to drive and see the sea as well. It just makes me feel so happy. It just puts a smile on my face. I don't know why. I mean, does anybody else feel like that? Do you mean, you know, if you drive, right, and you see the sea and the beach or just the sea itself, does that put a smile on your face? Granted, if you live a fucking hop, skip and a jump away from the seaside and you open your bedroom curtains and you see it without even having to leave your own home, well, you know, you might get used to it. But even saying that now, does it still make you smile? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. It's a question. I can only ask these questions just to find out, you know, what type of people you are. But as for me, when you drive down here and it's a really nice day and the sun is out and you're not being slowed down to 15 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour by a tractor, you know, it's nice, it's enjoyable, interesting, and as soft as it sounds, you can go down the same road a good dozen times and you'll still find something different to look at, simply because you won't catch it all in one go. So yeah, that's the beauty about driving down country lanes. It's great fun. And maybe, just maybe, on the odd occasion, not that you really want it, but you might find some dingbat in an edge somewhere, which I have. That's happened before. And I'm looking at him, and as I'm driving past him, and he's down the ditch, and he's sitting in his driver's chair because he's sort of like spun it around somehow and ended up going backwards down the embankment, sort of smallish ditch embankment thing, what you want to call it. And he's on his mobile phone, phoning for a rescue, and I'm like, well, you know, you would actually do something stupid to end up down there, wouldn't you? Because it's only stupidity that puts you in those positions. I mean, you know, freak accident. I mean, you could have had a rogue tree run in front of him. I mean, who knows? These things are there to be, you know, investigated. Yes, I did say that. Come on now, will you pay turn off so I can get on with my day? You're stretching my day out now, look. I'm going to be late now, look, yeah. Oh, are they? Oh, nice. See there, this is true farmer people. They see that we're struggling our maulers off, and they're going to move over out of the way. Awesome stuff. Love it. Thank you very much. You're great. See? Proper job. And now we can go foot down, tootle on through all this lot and enjoy the scenery. And we might actually pull some time back, you never know. It's always possible. Loving the countryside. Yeah, you don't see them very often these days, do you? Shoe again, random fucking shoes. What is it with people and random shoes on the road? What's all that about? Eh? I mean, people can get pissed off in many number of ways, like, you know, but to be that pissed off to rip your shoe off and chuck it at some fuck is like, are you taking the piss? I mean, what are you gonna do all day? Walk around with one fucking shoe on? I love that. It just cracks me up. It's amazing. Honestly, right? For all you newcomers out there, if you've never heard me mention this before, but when you're driving down the motorway, because that's where mainly this occurs, is that you'll see a random shoe on the old shoulder. And my interpretation of that is that somebody's done something across somebody, right? And the guy's got that angry, he decided to take his shoe off and go whang! It's like I just have that image in my head. It's just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And then obviously you've had the one guy who says, well, you do realise it could have been from an accident and that's why the shoe's off and they've been doing something and what have you. I'm like, did you have to go down that path? Can't you leave it at my interpretation of it? Whereas somebody's got pissed off and gone, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? I love that. It's fucking awesome. I'm telling you. Absolutely awesome. Oh, good grief. Other than that, though, it does beg the question as to why random shoes, or is it like it could be like a bunch of workers, right? You know, they're like your building workers and what have you, and they're taking the piss out of the newbie, the apprentice, if you like, you want to call it, and they just rip his shoes off and wang them out the window like, go, you know, that kind of thing, like, you know. Find that rather cruel, mind you, like, because now obviously this apprentice has got to buy himself a new pair of shoes and he ain't got the fucking money to buy the first pair in the first place, like, you know. It's like, oh, that looked like a mud guard off a trailer, one of those car pulling trailers, you know, the ones that are dinky thing. Yeah. Getting nice. It is. It's getting really nice. Really, really nice. The Nook. Well, I'm hoping that the two side cameras will last long enough to get up this way, because there is a little bit that I want to show you, and it would be better with all three cameras working, you know what I mean? But hey, we can't have everything, can we? You know what I mean? No, we can't have everything. Let's drop you down the box, shall we? That's better. You're mauling your nuts off, and it's now good. See? Pleasant, peaceful. Yes, there's a bunch of cars coming down, but it just looks nice. I think it does, anyway. I like the way it looks. This little bit here, we're going to have to go off to the left. We know that that road there leads to up there somewhere, which is really cool, because we went up there the other day. That was fun, and that went all over the shop. That was awesome. Yes. And the comments I had on that one was brilliant, as always. Speaking in the past tense for a future event. That can be quite confusing. Oh look, the best surface in the world. This fucking clotted load of crap. See what I mean? By absolute loveliness. The countryside is there in HD, or depending on how you manage to stream it to your device or whatever it is. But it's all there. All there for your taking. Enjoy. I just hope that the cameras do last long enough, but I've got a funny fear they won't do, especially the freaking lefty. Right, it might do, but I ain't gonna hold my breath. It was just up here somewhere, I think. If it is up here, I think it's up here. There's a bit. What can I say? It's very dinky. Oh, we'll leave it at that. It's very dinky. It's very dinky. Only for a little titty bit, like, it's nothing drastic, it's just dinky. Plus, obviously, this little bit here, we're going to be going up and 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 up. And when you're humping this fucking lot as well, it is a bit of a struggle to go up and up and up and up and up and up. Granted, it is a gradual up and up and up and up. Apart from this little bit here, obviously, but that's neither here or there. We're still going to be going up. Told you. More up. More upwards. Upwards and round a big bend in a minute. Is this the one with the big bend? No, not yet. Yeah, you got there yet. Come on, gearbox, do something. Now we're going down. Stick the old exhaust brake on this one because it is quite steep and it does go for a bit and there's a bit of a bend at the bottom, you know, so, and it is only 40 miles an hour, and trying to hold this thing at 40 miles an hour or less, you know, brakes get warm. See what I mean by the bend? Now if you was new to this road and you didn't know it was here, right, you would have to take even more of a precaution, because common sense should kick in, thinking, well, this is a bit fucking tight, this one, so let's calm it down just a wee tad. You know what I mean? It's not difficult. Yeah. Not at all. I mean, look at that lot. It's just gorgeous. And it just, mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So when you first come down, you're too busy concentrating on the road, so you're not really seeing all the scenery, but then when you get used to it, it's like, wow. And there's things that just pop out and you go, whoa, I never noticed that before. Oh, look at that there. Oh, I didn't see that before. You know what I mean? This is the reason why driving down country lanes is awesome. End of. Oh yeah, I've been messing about this road for quite a while, haven't I? Or should I say quite a distance. Changing the gears again. I am in manual, by the way, so it just makes life a bit easy for me. Instead of having to wait for the gearbox to change when he decides to, in the wrong place at the wrong time, in the wrong position on the hill, you know what I mean? It's like, now it's going, and that's just no good. It's no good to anybody. It's absolutely no good to anybody. I think this is where that bend is I was thinking about. Yes it is. I bet you're thinking, good grief, you've been up and down here a couple of times, you pretty much know the layout of the road already. It's a sad thing though, isn't it? You know, it really is a sad thing. Sometimes I get it fucking muddled up though. I'm not always perfect. Only some of the time, but not all the time. I mean, look at it. It's great, isn't it? This is the bit that I wanted to show you. I just hope that the cameras will last through here, because it starts to get titchy, right? And then it opens back up again to the country lanes. But it's this bit here. It's nice. I like it. Another one of those lovely little quiet villages. You know what I mean? That realistically, it's a shame shoving these things through it, but you have no choice. And there's just no choice. There's no other way around. So you're pretty much knackered. You're going down that way. Come on, people. There we go. And off we go again. Nice and steady. I mean, there's just not enough room, is there? There's just no room whatsoever. Tightens up a little bit here, then it's just the normal wiggly wobbly up the hill, which we're starting to climb again. You have to be careful climbing up these type of hills with them being windy bendy, because you have to take into consideration of what you've got on the back of you, right? So you've got to be careful. It's just that's the nature of the thing, you know, and that's what you have to do. You have to drive in these sort of scenarios most of the time when you're doing this type of driving through country lanes. But you got to be mindful of what you're carrying, so you got to react on what that's going to be doing. You got to think about it. You know? If I accelerate too harsh, it'll start to move towards the back. If I brake too hard, it'll start to move to the front. You know, if you're going left or right, it'll sway left and right. I mean, you just have to think about these things. You got to try and like a happy medium between all four, left, right, forward, backwards. You know what I mean? Well, as long as you take your time and you progress through the lanes or through whatever situation steadily, you won't have a problem. It's if you attack it like a bull in a gate, you know what I mean? It's just, that's when problems occur. See, nice and steady around this bend here. Start to slow down because, believe it or not, friction is working against us as well as the bend. Because I say friction. When you turn in the corners this sharp, those three axles there are fighting against each other, and they're being pulled, and the tyres are being bent and twisted, and that's causing friction, and it doesn't like it. That's why you tend to lose momentum when you're going around corners, especially at a slow speed, because it's just gripping. It's like, I don't like that, I want to be straight. No, we've got to go bend the bend. I want to go straight. No, bend the bend. The middle tyre, middle axle of the trailer, don't care to fuck either way, right? He's happy no matter what's going on. The front and the rear one, they're like, what the and they're being dragged and pulled and dragged and pulled. Hence, if you look at say for instance you had a brand new trailer, obviously if it's got a fucking rear steer on, obviously stop being so freaking pedantic with it, just stop picking flies, right? Normal 3-axle trailer, if it's brand new and you leave it so that it's you run it until the tyres are ready to be changed, you'll find that the front and the back tend to be rounded off on the edges, whereas the centre one is normally pretty much squared off, depending. Because they scrub around and go, whereas the other two don't. They'll go round and 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 round. That's as much as they'll do. Nice and steady round these little bendies. See, the exhaust brake always helps you. It does. In the right place, that is. I mean, look at the bloody great big bend there. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I need to get this speed right the way down now. Why? Because we don't want to end up in the ditch. Upside down in a mess now. Not done it yet, and I certainly don't want to get doing it ever. I refuse to do it. Refuse it. Yeah, there's no need for it. None whatsoever. None at all. Oh look, our favourite bit. When I first went down there, I'm like, have I really got to get down there? Are you sure? It don't look right. Something looks wrong. Brr. Something looks wrong. I don't get it. But now you have to go down there. And on our way back, we'll be going up that way, I imagine, for a guess. All I can say is this much: it's a good job that this little bit here is a one-way bit. Because if it wasn't, it'd be a bit of a pig bag. It would be a bit of a pig bag. Ooh, the sun's come back out again with a vengeance. Let's put my taters on. Nice baked taters. Nice and steady as we go. Now we ain't far away now, I don't think. Let's have a look. No, we ain't far away at all. There's a little junction up here we've got to turn right at, turn right at. And then we've got to follow that road all the way down. Then we've got, I think it's an island, I think. Is it an island or a junction? No, it don't really matter. Something like that. Here we are. Here we go. Yeah, they've gone and put fireworks in the way. That's great. Yeah. And around we go. Come on, you bloody great big lump, shift it. You bloody great big lump. Now, are they going to stay on green for us, or will they change? Let's see. No, they're on green, and I'm going for it anyway now. Tough. Ooh, they've been digging the road up. Something must have busted. And as we traverse this little road, oh, it's not an island, it's a bloody great big bend, and it's not an island. What am I talking about? It's a fucking island, you bonehead, see what I mean? Round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Just up here, there's a left-hand turn. No, wrong again. See, I'm looking at it, it's saying right, and I'm saying left. Good grief, what's wrong with me? I don't understand it. Just up here, there's a right-hand turn. That's what I want. Just up here is a right-hand. Oh, it's just over the cattle grid, isn't it? There's a cattle grid here. It always makes me smile, that does. I mean, why on earth would you have a cattle grid here? This doesn't make sense at all, does it? I don't see any fields where cows are going to be, mind you, but who's to say? We don't know, do we? Right then, we're here. Ladles and spoons, we are here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the frigging cameras have lasted long enough. I frigging doubt it, mind you, but hey, whatever. Oh, there. And I'll speak to you a lot in a bit. Toodle people and all that. Go on then. Off you pop for a bit. Pop poppity poppings.